All right, time for another check of that severe weather with Jeff, and we are still in storm mode, right?
Yeah, it's pretty bad earlier.
Yeah, and right now we're starting to get a little bit of weakening, and that is the good news. We have not, look at all the lightning back there. That is live. We again have a pretty decent thunderstorm over, a strong one, but not severe at this point. We still have that tornado watch in effect right now, as we just showed you, a lot of lightning going on down across the region, and you can see a lot of those bright colors, but over us, not really the reds anymore. We have the greens, we have the yellows. We have a little bit of red I can see up north. We'll take a little bit closer look at that in just a second. But look at all these colors earlier. I'm going to try to make it through here without losing my voice. I did a lot of talking today, talking about numerous showers and storms, numerous warnings, tornado warnings, severe thunderstorm warnings. And again, now, just a nice soaking rain. We actually can use the rain. A lot of people happy it's at night, not during the day, although I do have more, unfortunately, for tomorrow in the forecast as well. Look at some of the colors still, though, up there on areas not quite across the river into Gloucester just yet, but basically right along I-64. They cross the James River. They're on the peninsula, in other words, still around Poquoson, very heavy downpour, fair amount of lightning, lots more lightning back Williamsburg north and west. Hail potential, that's what we had with some of these storms earlier. Nothing. Don't see any of the colors out there. How about wind shear? We had the strong gusty winds earlier. Nothing showing up with the wind shear. So there is still some wind out there right now, officially just 7 miles per hour. But I could see the camera was moving when I had that shot earlier. So I know at least aloft, we're still getting some gusty winds. Pressure's falling as the system moves toward us. Meanwhile, highs today, when they sent everything out at 5 o'clock, 75 was the high in Norfolk. Right after that came through, or came out, we had the front move through and we bumped up to, I think it was like 80 or so, yet it stayed right near 70 on the peninsula. And then of course, all the air cooled things off eventually with the showers and storms. So next hour or so, that's it. And even then, not severe anymore. At this point, I can effectively cancel the tornado watch on my own. Not going to have to worry about that. And then I think they'll officially do it here fairly shortly. Obviously, at the latest, it'll be another 42 minutes. Notice the temperatures in the morning. Not too bad. 60s is a little bit above normal for this time of year. We stay cool tomorrow, though. And eventually, I think late in, well, I say cool, I'm talking Hampton Roads north. From Hampton Roads south, it'll start to warm up, and there will be a big difference across the region again tomorrow, and that will trigger more afternoon and evening showers and storms, and then the system starts to reform off the coastline with a very chilly, raw sort of a wind coming in out of the north during the day, unfortunately, for your Mother's Day. So the weather headlines, the storms are moving out, a few leftover isolated showers, but some showers and storms again Saturday afternoon. They will not be severe. That's the good news. And then showers with a very cool and windy Sunday. And the other big news we'll start talking about more as we get into the weekend. High tides and flooding are going to increase as we get into next week as this major system transfers its energy. These two lows will combine offshore into a nor'easter, and it will sit there for days and days. In fact, start to drift back maybe to the southwest, back toward the U.S. after getting a little bit offshore. So what that means for us, again, it's going to be a little inclement at times. Tomorrow 74, cooler to the north, warmer to the south with some scattered afternoon showers or storms. And then the 7-day forecast, not a great looking Mother's Day. I think about 2/3 of us will see some rain at times. It'll be windy. The tides will start to come up. Looks like moderate flooding is a pretty good potential across a lot of the area. And then we start to gradually get out of that pattern into next week.